Big boom, 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 boom. Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm talking about Austin McBroom and his interview on the Hollywood Fix, and it pretty much revealed a bunch of interesting information, and he said some things that, well, have gone a little bit viral, and that don't make any sense, and clearly this guy's a bit of a shady dude. So I want to get into this interview, and I'll play the video. I'll stop it when I have my thoughts on it or my counterpoints. So like, sub, and comment, or do the opposite. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it's views. So that's all that matters in this YouTube scene, right? So let's get on to the video. And so basically he's talking about the rumors about the event, and I'll just let him take it from here.
Social Gloves is bankrupt, which is cap. It's false. It's not true. Everyone that was at the event knows that there was probably like 20,000 people there just at the gate alone.
Ha! There definitely weren't.
We probably made $3 or $4 million. So,
that's cap. That is actually a cap. Yep.
Yeah, we're not even talking about pay-per-view numbers. We're not talking about brand deals. We're just talking about at the event.
Keep going.
So Social Gloves is not bankrupt at all.
Keep going. Okay.
The second thing is saying,
I love how that reporter's like, keep going, keep going. Imagine, out of context, blank screen. What do you think?
That fighters did not get paid. Yes, fighters have not got paid yet, including myself. But that is because
that is the most cap thing I have ever heard. There is no way that Austin has not gotten paid yet. That's just a lie. I'm sorry, but that's a lie.
Live X Live. So let me break down Live X
Live
and how Social Gloves works, right? Just in case the fans don't really know how boxing events happen, right? So you got Social Gloves, which is the promotion company that put together the event, right? That organized the fights, that put together the event. Live X Live is a live stream partner. In order for an event to take place, you need a live stream partner, right? Everyone thinks that Social Gloves just did everything. No. Social Gloves partnered with Live X Live, who live streamed it and collected everybody's money, right? So the reason why the fighters haven't got paid yet is because Live X Live has been holding on to all the funds. They have not paid Social Gloves one penny. And that's why Social Gloves is suing Live X Live.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
That's
Does that make
crazy.
sense? It's fucked up. It really is.
So what's your before?
I couldn't speak on it before just because I didn't want to be sued.
Yeah.
I never mentioned Live X Live not once until today.
Wow.
Because I was able to now.
So what's your
it's
message to Bryce Hall, because he's talking legal action?
No, he was saying his legal team is involved.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been talking with the fighters. Everyone's understanding. They all know the situation, especially Bryce Hall. Since
I know that, like, my thing with this is, like, I never heard of Live X Live before this Social Gloves event, and I always say these weird new companies like Triller and Live X Live that just come in there with their shady business deals, I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. And I don't know, I just think that this seemed pretty obvious from the beginning that this was a company that had never done something on this magnitude before, and they were simply way over their heads. And I can tell you for a fact, Austin, I mean, this image here, I mean, what even is this? This is nightmare fuel. This is just nightmare fuel. But I think that Austin clearly got paid, and I think he is as much to blame as Live X Live is.
he was paid the most. He's actually been with me through the process. He's been hearing conversations.
Are you guys cool now?
And me and Bryce, we hella cool.
Okay.
But it's unfortunate because no one really knows the number of pay-per-view buys we did.
Okay.
Everyone knows how big the event was, right? You got some creators like Logan Paul saying we did 100,000. Obviously, he's gonna throw dirt on it because he sees me as a threat. He's in the same field I'm in, so it makes sense. I'm not mad at him. It's gonna happen, and it's a part of the game. Then you got other creators like KSI saying we did 300,000. So no one really knows.
I think people do know. Like, here's the thing. I think that I believe Logan or KSI when they say their numbers, because this event cost almost $70, and again, I think this whole event was just so poorly done in the sense that, like, these internet stars don't understand that, like, you have 20 million followers and you might get like 10 million views on a video, but that's because your content is free. It's not costing the viewer money, and especially with everything that's happened over the past year in terms of economics, people don't have money to pay for these kind of events. Certainly not 12-year-old fans who don't know what a credit card is or what a social security number is. You know, those kids don't have a lot of money to spend. And I just think that the price that they were asking for was so stupid. And I think if they had done something that was more reasonable, this whole thing might not have been as bad as it is now. So I think it's very obvious that this thing should not have cost as much as it did. And again, this goes back to the business deals, and it's not just LiveX Live. It's I love saying LiveX Live like that. But it's Austin's fault. I mean, Austin is the CEO of of Social Gloves, I think. So there's just a lot of things that don't add up or things that don't make sense. And ultimately, this was just a poorly executed event. It was a great event, just poorly executed.
Right.
On the other hand, we got Gibb, who's one of the fighters that was in the event. He heard we did over 2 million pay-per-view buys, and that was in the locker room.
So how do you authenticate it?
Yeah,
That's
where's
what
the
I'm saying.
receipts?
Exactly. So that's
Yeah,
why
we
the
need
lawsuit is taking
receipts.
place.
Well,
And
so
through time, we're going to
Oh, come on,
find
an
that.
how
ad.
long do you think it'll take for the fighters to get paid?
That's where the video should have stopped. Did you see Austin's face? He just was like, that's where the video should have stopped. Honestly, imagine if the video just stopped there. That would have been so funny. I gotta play that again. That was so funny. Look at his face. He's like,
And through time, we're going to find that.
How long do you think it'll take for the fighters to get paid?
Look at this guy's face. Even this girl's like, this girl knows. Look at this guy. This is the face of a guy that does not know anything about anything. This is the face of someone that's just a lost soul. Maybe he's part of the what is it called? The Scientology religion. Maybe that's where he's from.
Hearing from me, straight from me, the fighters will be paid before the next event. Because Social Gloves 2 is coming very soon.
I highly doubt that's going to happen. So what Austin is saying is, no, the fighters will never get paid.
As you all know,
When is
KSI is talking that shit.
When's the window of time?
He's talking that shit, right?
Right.
He's gonna catch that smoke. Logan's been talking that shit, but he needs a win. Before stepping to me, he needs to beat somebody. I think a good fight would be him versus Bryce.
Sure. Is that gonna...
Wow. That statement, man. That might have been the most mind-bending, mind-blowing, existentially just I don't even know what words to even say to that thing. Bryce Hall even responded, and he just left a comment on the post saying, "What?" Because, guys, Bryce, he goes in this whole tangent of Bryce versus Logan and how that's a good fight, and it is such a bad fight. Logan and Bryce are not at the same level when it comes to boxing, when it comes to business. Nobody would care about that fight because Logan would put Bryce in a hospital in under 2 minutes. And again, Bryce, I mean, it would have to be an exhibition. Like, I don't think a commission would even sign off on this fight because Bryce Hall, like, I think he weighs less than Mayweather, or he's almost the same weight as Mayweather. Like, that, I don't really understand Austin sometimes. You know, I don't hate the guy, but hearing this idea, I'm coming to understand that Austin, as a businessman, as an idea man, as a CEO, is pretty bad, and he should just stick to doing content, because this is not your avenue, buddy.
Gonna be this year?
Me and KSI?
The next fight?
I say in the next 3 or 4 months.
That's the word. 3-4 months.
3 or 4 months. He's saying
Okay.
he needs until December. Be honest, that's too much time. I need to fight somebody in between time if he's not ready.
Right.
That's just facts. So if you guys know somebody that wants to smoke, I've been hearing Gibb wants to smoke, Vinny wants to smoke.
Hey, what about Blueface? He fought tonight.
Now, I actually thought in the back of my head, when is KSI going to fight Austin? And I think December. I kept on saying December. And why is because, pure and simple, KSI has the tour in October. He's promoting the album the rest of the summer. So he would only need, and I think with Austin, he doesn't need to do a full 5-month camp. He could just do 2 months and he'd be good to go. And I think December is the perfect time. And I don't think Austin's going to find another opponent in this very short amount of time. And he's not even training either, so.
He did fight tonight. Shout out to Blueface. Anybody that gets in the ring, I got mad love, mad respect.
Yeah.
But I also want to say,
Who would you fight, Blueface? What about you fighting? You think he's snuffy? You got the blue on tonight. Come on.
hey, I'm down for any smoke, but I definitely want KSI next. He knows.
KSI?
He knows he has respect for me. He knows I'm competition. I definitely think throughout this process, he needs to work on his hands. He needs to work on boxing because if you take a look at his first fight against Logan compared to my first fight, he's nowhere near the fighter that I am. That's just facts. And he has.
Maybe that's because your opponent was a bobblehead. Maybe that's why you look so good. And I'm not trying to put Austin down here, but like, I'm not gonna be like stupid. I mean, KSI is going to get Austin out in under 3 rounds, 100%. KO, highlight, like it's gonna be huge. There's no way that There's no way that Austin will win against KSI. There was literally no chance. And no one can convince me otherwise. Like, he's a good fighter, but KSI is on another level. And, you know, again, KSI has only done windmills with Logan, and with everybody else, he has not, and I don't think he will ever do a windmill with Austin. And if anything, smaller opponents is where KSI tends to excel, because we saw that with Mr. Weller. So I do believe that technique-wise, he's going to do amazing against Austin and Adam Sala, and hopefully we will be able to see that spar if that comes together next month.
3 years of experience. I only have 3 or 4 months. Okay? Last thing I want to say is the money that we do get from the lawsuit, I would love to start a nonprofit for.
Okay, so then he just talks about like just
in the next 2 months.
He's just doing PR at this point, just talking about how he wants fighter pay, and he doesn't care about it.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you feel like people have been hating
fighters
on
will
you?
get paid in the next few months then?
Yeah, before the next event happens, the fighters will be paid.
Has this put, so you're going to
Those fighters are never getting paid. I'm sorry, but it's just not gonna happen.
continue putting together fights and not just
Oh,
fighting?
come on,
So
another
that
ad?
experience hasn't been too much of a hassle for you, where you're like,
Wow. You know, Hollywood Fix, I'm disappointed in you, man. All these ads, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's good cereal, though.
I don't even want to put them on.
Nah, I'm still continuing. Like I said, Social Gloves 2 is coming very soon.
Yeah.
For everybody that's been supporting, I appreciate everybody. Anybody that wants to fight, hit us up. KSI's fight is going to be one
Will
of the
Live
biggest.
X Live be involved in the next Social Gloves?
Definitely not. That's the fortunate thing, is they're supposed to be in this long term. We signed a 2-3 year deal with them, but the fact that they're trying to take advantage of small entrepreneurs like myself, not only taking advantage of me as a fighter, but all the other fighters, it's a shitty situation. And anybody that does their research on Live X Live, I'm not gonna sit here and bash people, because that's not my nature.
Because then he just talks about Live X Live.
Hey,
Live
they
X
from Mayweather.
Live.
We actually paid Mayweather to fight him.
Wow.
Is that true?
That's crazy.
But that's not.
And he's continuing to just talk about random stuff at this point.
This is why we're partnering with new people. We brought in some people from Mayweather's camp. We brought in the Watson brothers. We're partnering with a big company. Shout out to Showtime. So, you know, you guys will see some big things happening. Social Bloods 2 is coming back, and you guys will be seeing me training very,
Wow.
very soon.
Will the girls get
KSI.
Will the girls be fighting on the next Social Gloves? Anderson Ray?
We're going to get that Nessa Barrett and
Hey,
Nessa and Matt.
Whoever wants to come out and get in the ring, I'm down to have anybody. But like I said, KSI, that's going to be a great match. Like I said, KSI, I hope you're watching this. If you are watching this, really learn how to box, bro.
Okay.
Because as you know, you see me fight. You said, you know, I can actually box. You gave me respect.
Yep.
I got respect for you. So I hope we can both put on the show. And like I said, for Logan, get a win, bro. Before you say anything, get a win.
Wow.
And like I said, I think Bryce would be a good competition for you, bro.
Right.
You need a win. So I think if you beat Bryce, then me and you can talk. So I'm gonna beat KSI. And now the fact that you and KSI are boys, I mean, why not do 2-on-2? Me and Bryce versus you two. Let's run.
You know what's so... It's like Logan would never be an undercard fight, and he would never... I mean... To me, this is very telling of the kind of business moves that Austin makes. Often they are dumb and don't make any sense. And hopefully the Ace family, which I guess attacked strike ninja when he criticized Austin. Don't come for me. But if you do, listen, I don't hate Austin, but I can see that this guy is not the brightest bulb in the kitchen, and I can understand why his event flopped.
Run it up.
Who do you think will win with Bryce versus Logan?
That's going to be a good fight. Like I said, Bryce is a tough dude. People don't give enough credit to Bryce.
He said he could have
really
kept
don't.
going. He said the ref was hating on him. Is that true?
The ref was being, you know, an asshole, but hey, end of the day, he knows I beat him down. End of the day.
We gonna see a rematch?
But I think Bryce is a tough kid. People don't know how tough he is, and he didn't really get to show his work like that. He said he was nervous with all the crowd, but I think him and Logan would be a great fight. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys.
Taylor and Anderson Gibb, what do you think? Rematch?
That can happen. Like I said, anything is possible. Me and KSI fight in the main event. There'll be a lot of people coming out and wanting to fight in the next one. Hopefully, we do it here in LA, maybe at the Staples Center.
All right, there you go. All right.
Just thinking about it, what happens if you don't win the lawsuit?
If I don't win the lawsuit, that's not gonna happen. I'm winning the lawsuit because there's several facts.
Yeah.
And those low pay-per-view numbers just don't make any sense. You know what they try to claim? They try to claim that the UK only brought in 5K buys. You're telling me that the biggest creators in the UK, Gibb, Deji, even KSI was throwing the fight. You're telling me those three biggest creators only sold 5K tickets?
No.
Well, I mean, there was a bunch of illegal bootlegs, and it was also like 5 a.m. in the UK, and a lot of like the Gibb fans, the Deji fans, the KSI fans don't want to tune up for those fights. I mean, even KSI versus Logan Paul 2, their pay-per-view numbers, KSI's pay-per-view numbers in the UK were very low because of the time difference. So it actually does make sense. Yo, whenever you pause the video, just the the faces that Austin makes. What is he doing here? Like, please meme this, please. I need this to get memed. It doesn't even look like it looks like a CGI body double or something. It doesn't look natural even. Oh god.
They were trying to hustle you? Are they hiding
The
views?
Ace family, listen, the Ace family alone is one of the strongest fan bases on social media.
We saw the basketball games.
At the basketball event.
I mean, look at these eyes. Okay, I think this is the end of the video.
Like I said, shout out to the fans. Without the fans, none of this should be possible. Shout out to you guys.
We need that rice gum. Let's get rice gum. Aiden Ross, Jake Paul.
All my boys want to get in the ring. But like I said, guys, I appreciate you guys.
All right,
it's my
man.
time to finally speak up and tell
So that's pretty much the video. And for me, I think that, you know, my summary, my conclusion is KSI beats Austin easily. Logan would, I think, maybe hospitalize Bryce. Austin is not a good business person, and he's a bit of a dummy when it comes to that. But I don't hate him, and I can see why the event flopped, and I think that this event could have been pretty solidly successful, but there had to have been a big differences. The price, the arena, all those things, and if you just made the arena smaller, you made the price a lot lower, you had better people watching out for bootlegs and streams, I think that this event, this whole drama would have still been a thing, but it would have been a lot less, and this would have been a much more valuable and successful event. But I think the whole company is shady with the whole Gibb draw, and then LiveX Live, and now Austin saying the fighters will get paid before the second fight. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. And ultimately, I'm very intrigued to see where Austin McBroom goes. So that's the video, guys. Like, sub, and comment, and I will see you guys someday soon. Ace family, strongest family. Yeah, that's gonna be my saying. Please don't come for me, Ace family. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, bye.